Raising the minimum wage in Arizona is a hot topic after the Fight for 15 rally on April 19th led a march to McDonald's in downtown Phoenix to protest unlivable working wages. But those opposed to the increase in wages fear there might be a negative effect on Arizona's economy.
A minimum wage regulation or a minimum wage law compels employers to compensate employees at particular levels. There's some challenges with that, and I might kind of bundle those challenges with any challenge that the labor market has when you impose a restriction on it. So when you tell employers what they have to pay, if it's above, say, what a competitive market would drive wages to, that creates a particular friction in the market. Similarly, if you tell people who they can hire, it creates a friction in the market.
Others opposed to raising the minimum wage, like student activist and advocate Nicolas March, find issues with its impact on businesses and even question its purpose as a living wage.
Enterprise innovation is always going to be a step ahead of legislation in the government, right? So, a business is never going to do something that costs them more money. You're already starting to see these fast food restaurants in those states start to build and implement kiosk systems, right? So instead of going up to the counter and talking to the cashier and giving them, your $5 or whatever to get your cheeseburger, you're now walking up to a machine, a computer, and you're clicking what you want on a screen and you're swiping your debit card. And those kiosks have replaced those minimum wage workers that were previously making $8, $9 an hour. And it's now cheaper for that business to put a computer in their restaurant. And the primary argument in favor of increasing the minimum wage is the argument that, if someone's making $8.05 an hour, working 40 hours a week, they're not going to be able to support a family. And that might be true in a lot of cases, especially if you're in a single earner family, right? So you're a single parent working minimum wage. However, the minimum wage has never been intended to support a family. It's never been intended to be the dead end, right, for a career. So, people don't normally want to work a minimum wage job for their entire life. Minimum wage is a great way for younger people, so high school kids, right? They get a job at McDonald's, they get a job at Safeway, to gain experience in the workplace, to learn how to work with authority, to move up. And if you increase the minimum wage, it takes away a lot of that incentive to kind of shine out and to try to set yourself apart from the rest of the pack in your workplace.